Hey guys, and welcome to Day by David. Since yesterday's video was really long and elaborate, today I'm going to take it a little bit easy and just tell you guys about my top 5 favorite movies. I'm going to keep this video as spoiler-free as I can, but in case you're really concerned about spoiling anything, I put the top 5 in the description, and if you haven't seen any of them and don't want to hear anything about them, then don't watch the video. Number 1. The Help. The Help evoked by far the most powerful emotions I have ever felt from a movie. The movie made me sad enough to cry, and angry enough to literally clench my fists and my teeth, but it also made me laugh a lot, and gave me a great feeling of encouragement, triumph, and justice. Because me and my family have been subject to racism before, though not nearly as bad as in this movie, it's still very real to me, and powerfully emotional. That's another reason I like this movie, how real it is. This is a real part of our history, the way things actually were in the United States only 50 years ago, and that makes it a lot more relatable. The characters are incredibly dynamic and powerful, and that's due to the phenomenal acting and script. That's why The Help is my #1 favorite movie. I own this movie, and I will lend it to you in a heartbeat, because it is definitely worth watching. Number 2. Up. This movie is number 2 on my list because it combines all the things I like to see in a movie. Beautiful cinematography or animation, good music, real, unique, and believable characters, a compelling storyline, and humor and fun. The animation is beautifully colorful, and the environments are very creative and visually appealing. The music is great too. The characters are very dynamic and powerful. Now, I do cry more than most people when it comes to movies, but to me, Pixar's ability to tell the story of a character that makes me cry without using any dialogue is incredibly skillful movie making. The story is also very creative and interesting. The movie's got some good cute and funny parts, and overall the whole thing is just a lot of fun to watch. Number 3. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. In this movie, Michael Cera plays yet another socially awkward boy who tries to get the girl. This movie makes me absolutely geek out. It's got Legend of Zelda music, comic book and video game style fight scenes, and a bunch of little references and details that not everybody might get. It's also got really cool and interesting visual effects that I've never seen in any other live-action movie. It's very funny, somewhat random, and extremely quotable. Number 4. The Princess Bride. When I first watched this movie, I just did not get it, but every time I watched after that, it got funnier and funnier. This is a movie that's a lot more fun to watch with friends, especially if they've seen the movie before. This is another movie that's very funny and very, very quotable. My friends and I have quoted entire scenes together. The movie has good characters and a good story, but I mostly like it because it's a lot of fun to watch with friends and just have a good time, and it's also a lot of fun to quote with other people who like the movie. Number 5. Toy Story 3. Yes, I have 2 Pixar movies in my top 5. What can I say? I'm a big Pixar fan. Having grown up with Toy Story 1 and 2, I was definitely impressed how Pixar wrote the movie not only for children, but for the generation that grew up with the first 2. The animation is absolutely stunning and very colorful, and the music is definitely Pixar quality. Like most Pixar movies, Toy Story 3 has 2 climaxes, both of which are very epic. The movie's nostalgia factor was another big winner for me. I always loved these characters growing up, and seeing them take on a new adventure was a lot of fun. Pixar is very good at making sequels that complement and expand on the originals while continuing to tell the story of the characters, rather than just adding things on and making it feel like they're milking the series for as many movies as they can get. DreamWorks! Pardon me. And that's my top 5, for anyone who cares. Thanks so much for watching, Don't forget to ask questions in the comments, and I hope your day is better than the sad, ugly mess that Shrek has become.